Why did Taehyung's Love Me Again performance make millions believe he was secretly sending a message to Jungkook? But before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any updates about BTS, Taehyung, and Jungkook's mysterious and emotional moments that always capture fans' hearts. That night felt different. There was something in the air, soft, almost invisible, yet powerful enough to give anyone goosebumps. The stage lights danced gently through the thin mist, creating an atmosphere that felt like a dream, almost too real to be true. And in the middle of it all stood Kim Taehyung, BTS's V, radiating an aura that words could hardly describe. That night wasn't just a performance. It felt like a story unfolding before the world's eyes. He wore a simple black suit, but that simplicity was exactly what made him even more captivating. When the spotlight touched his eyes, there was something there, depth, tenderness, and a quiet sadness he could no longer hide. As the first notes of Love Me Again began to play, everything changed. The melody flowed softly, as if it came straight from the deepest corner of his heart. Every lyric sounded heavy, filled with hidden longing, and somehow, millions of RMYs around the world thought of one name, Jungkook. To them, this wasn't just a song. It felt like a message, secret and personal, hidden between the notes. It was as if Taehyung wasn't singing to the crowd, but to someone watching from afar. When he closed his eyes and whispered, "Love me again. I wish you could love me again," everyone could feel it. This was no performance. It was a confession. His voice trembled, his emotions were raw, and the moment felt painfully real. The video spread like wildfire. Hashtags like #TayatHyung, Love Me Again, and #TayatAKOWOK moment trended. Worldwide, not just because of the song's beauty, but because of the look in his eyes, a gaze that felt like a message meant for someone special. Fans began to wonder, was Love Me Again written for Jungkook? The question echoed across social media. From their debut days, Taehyung and Jungkook, often called Taekook, have always shared a connection that's hard to define. The lingering glances, the shy smiles, the spontaneous touches that seemed too natural to be scripted, it all felt real. That night, every piece of their past seemed to return. Love Me Again became a bridge between old memories and unfinished feelings. When Taehyung sang, "You Left Me Alone, I'm Still Waiting for You," the crowd fell silent. His voice shook, but it was honest. He didn't hide his emotions, he let them flow freely, and after the final note faded, he simply bowed his head. No smile, no relief, just silence. A silence louder than words. A Korean journalist later wrote, "Taehyung wasn't performing that night. He was speaking through the song. That wasn't a performance, it was a confession." That quote set the fandom on fire. Fans rewatched the performance frame by frame, noticing every detail. From how he held the mic to how he looked into the camera, everything felt intentional, full of immersion. A few days before that, Jungkook had gone live on Weavers. He sang a soft love song and the lyrics sounded strikingly similar to Love Me Again. From there, theories exploded. Was Jungkook actually replying to Taehyung's song? Were they communicating through music? When Taehyung was asked about the meaning of Love Me Again, he smiled faintly and said, "This song is about someone who means a lot to me. Someone who may not know how much I love them." That one line poured gasoline on the fire of speculation. Days later, during another brief live stream, Jungkook softly said, "I heard a beautiful song today." No confirmation was needed. That single smile was enough. Because sometimes, love doesn't need words, just a confession hidden in melody. Now every time Love Me Again plays, the atmosphere feels the same, calm, emotional, and filled with something unspoken. The song has become a symbol of love that endures even when left unsaid, of longing that never fades, and of the courage to open one's heart without fear, and maybe behind the stage lights and the noise of fame. When the world is asleep and the music stops, Taehyung and Jungkook still hear each other, not with their ears, but with their hearts. Because Love Me Again isn't just a song, it's a whisper from one soul to another, a gentle request that says, I'm still here. Love me again. Before we end, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with every true and heartwarming story about BTS, Taehyung, Jungkook, and the moments that continue to surprise the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the most powerful love stories are the ones told in silence.